Hello, this is KARL-JAMES LANGFORD reporting for Goat News on the 2nd of August 2014. It's a Saturday. Welcome. Headline news. Further bodies from flight MH17 have been found in Ukraine. Escalation in violence in Israel. We also see British consulate staff being evacuated from Libya. The Ebola virus, its strain, has expanded from its base in Africa to Europe and America. Commonwealth Games a success. And communication travel bans to Russia. Welcome. Bodies of the fated flight 2 weeks ago have been recovered on the crash site in the Ukraine by Australian and European experts. Bodies that have been on the crash site for 2 weeks, exposed, are being recovered. That adds to the 227 victims that have so far been recovered out of the 298. It gives very little but some consolation to the loved ones of those victims, knowing that the bodies of their loved ones are now being recovered from the crash site. Hopefully the possessions and other effects from the crash site will be collected over the next week or so. But violence and war still continues in the Ukraine. Further news. The escalation in violence between Hamas and the Israeli government in the Gaza Strip and Palestine is being seen as a great worry across the world. Over 100 victims today, deaths on the Palestinian side have been reported. We also see victims on the Israeli side, but they are disproportionate. Several soldiers have been killed today. We have to see that the escalation in violence in Israel is an expansion of the violence that we have seen in the continuing violence that is in Syria and Iraq, that the world is no longer reporting on. There has to be a meeting around the table between all factions in the Middle East to sort out this escalating violence, which before long will spread into places like Turkey and other places on the Russian fringe. That violence has also expanded very recently into Libya. British consular staff and British citizens are being taken out of the country by British warships. That's a shame, because we thought Libya was a country that was stabilising after many years of dictatorship. On a positive front, the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow is being seen as a success. England are at top of the medals table and Australia are second. Also, Scotland is doing very well. We see the closing of the Commonwealth Games today, and hopefully further news on the medal tables for all countries involved. We also see, on a negative front, the Ebola virus, its strain expanding from Africa. We have seen the first victims not only in the UK, but we have seen victims also from the strain in America, but those individuals being isolated, and hopefully it will not spread any further. And finally, news today, in Russia. If you're trying to communicate with anybody in Russia, there are communication bans. There are also travel bans with Russia at this present moment. So if you're getting problems with your network, that explains it. We'll report further on in a week on all these items today, but hopefully, thank you very much. This is KARL-JAMES LANGFORD reporting for Goat News. Thank you.